Hey there, it's Tracy here for Not2Shabby Shop. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this easy see-through easel card using our new Kiss Cut pet tape. Let's jump right into the video. Okay, so I'm going to be using some cream color cardstock, and this is a piece of acetate that's about, well, it's about 1/8 of an inch smaller than the whole card. So it is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. There we go. And I will have all the measurements down for you in the description box. And first of all, we're making an easel card, so we are going to score this at 2 3/4. And I just happen to have a mark there. I have no idea why I have a mark there, but I've got a mark there, so there's that. And I have these all written down so I can write them down for you. Because, you know, we have to speed these things up. I'm kind of slow sometimes. So we've got the easel part. And now I'm going to select some of my pet tape here. And I decide that I'm going to use both rolls. And I have those both listed in the description box below as well. So this is how this is going to sit on here. But we want to do our, kind of our, you know, our... background layers. So I'm going to select two of these, two of my favorites from this set. I'll be sad when these are gone, especially that one. And we are going to measure 2 5/8 by 4 1/8 on both pieces. And you could do a third piece if you wanted to, but you'll see that it's not necessary. And you'll see why. So we'll get this one cut down, and that's going to go right here. And then I'm looking here at the measurement, and then I realize, well, it should be exactly the same. I don't know. Brains, you know, sometimes I don't know where they went. So we'll trim that down to the same. So 2 5/8 by 4 1/8. And that's going to go there. And then, see, I'm cutting one more, but I end up not using it. But if I do need to use it, there it is. So now I'm going to grab my piece of acetate, and let me just grab a white piece of paper so you can see what the heck I'm doing. Although I guess in hindsight you can see it here probably better than I could see it when I was doing it live. But I'm going to grab the paper, and I'm going to grab my glue, and I'm going to be using my art glitter glue. And I'm going to glue this down to the bottom half of that piece of acetate and make sure that it's even all the way around. And it will slippy side and push around on you, so once you get it where you want it, just leave it alone until it's dry. And so now that's nice and dry, I'm going to go ahead and apply this piece to my sort of, I don't know, table portion, I guess you would call it, on the easel card, the bottom half. And it's just got a teeny tiny border. Now you can make these borders smaller if you want to, but I like a really small border on these. Now is the fun part. You get to decorate with the tape. So I'm going to start with this gal right here. And typically I don't do people on cards, but this one just works out really great here. And I'm going to lay her just slightly over the edge there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take little pieces and build around, because I'll trim off the excess after I'm done, but I don't want any sharp edges, and you'll see what I mean. So this tape is fabulous for layering because it's really, really thin, and there's so much of it here. This will probably last me my whole life. Let's grab another little butterfly, and I'm just sort of building them up and around this clear portion. Oh, I love these butterflies. Let's get this one. But I can't pick them. I can't pick anything off these rolls without my tweezers. So I don't keep nails. So even if I did, my nails wouldn't be thin enough to fit in there. But if yours are, fabulous. Okay, let's grab another butterfly. Probably the first thing I'll run out on these things are the butterflies. See if there's anything else I want on this roll right now. Okay, let me just grab this other roll. Since it's here and since it's got things that are blue and we're working with blue and yellow, I'll grab some of these blue butterflies and add them in. Because why not? Let's see, here's another butterfly. Ooh, you know what? Let's add some birds. Wait, here's another butterfly. So this is where you can get crazy with this stuff and really, really build up your scene. So let's get a little bird over here. She's just a regular Snow White, isn't she? I love that little bunny. Look at these flowers. Let's get some of these on here. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's the other bird I was looking for because I wanted two birds, one in each direction. And let's see here. Is there anything else I want on here? Nah. So, and you don't even have to do this part. You can leave the acetate on, but I'm cutting around it. You're going to see through it either way. But I just felt like cutting around it, so that's what I'm doing. It's super cool because, you know, like that bird looks like it's floating or flying in midair. So super easy to cut out. And then I'm going to glue this piece to the bottom portion there of the card. Let's see here. I want to add some more. I'm not done yet. Let's add this bicycle. Okay. So we can add the bike. Let's see, what else can we add? And even off camera, I end up adding even more. Got the bike. Where are the shoes? Do we want the, no, not the teapot. It doesn't really fit the scheme. Well, there's another butterfly. Keep going, T. If I had my way, the thing would just be covered in butterflies. I'm putting the shoes. I love the shoes. They're my favorite. I'm going to add the shoes. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to add? Maybe not right this minute, but you'll see. I add more. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece down just to the bottom half of that folded portion of the card. And that needs to be top folding, by the way. And again, I'm using a really, really small border. And because we're working with acetate, I'm going to put something heavy on it and let it dry before I start messing around, because otherwise it's going to slippy slide around on me. So we'll come back once that's dry. And I've set that aside, and you can see I put up a couple more butterflies and I put the word blessings, but we're going to do our sentiment now because that's going to be our stopper for our easel card. So I start out using one shade of blue and end up not loving it, so I switched to a darker blue, but you'll see. So I'm going to try this Arctic blue here, and I don't know, for one thing, the stamping was kind of sloppy because my ink pad is really, really wet, but also the color had too much purple tone to it, so I'm going to go ahead and go with my old favorite Twilight. And perfect. That's exactly how I want it. And then I'm going to double mat this because I can and I want to, because I want to use some more of this pretty paper. So I'm going to start by just trimming the cinnamon out into a long strip, and I just don't want it any longer than 4 1/8. So I'm just going to trim it down, and I think I can't see where I'm trimming it because, well, my little things in the way showing me that. I trimmed it so it looks like that, and no, that's too big. Okay, let's try this piece. Oh yes, I do. I love that one. So I am going to use that as my first matte layer. I'm going to put it kind of smack dab in the middle-ish so that I can get an even edge all the way around, and I'll use the little lip of my guard there as a guide, lining up my cream colored paper with that guard. And then I've got it even all the way around. And here I think I'm done, but then when I lay it on the card, I decide, wait, I think I want to separate that pattern out from everything else. So I'm going to make another very thin matte layer, about maybe 1/16 of an inch. Just so that little extra piece of pattern paper stands out some. And then I'll trim off the excess, just sort of eyeballing it. See what I mean about my trimmer? It's crazy. Oh, maybe that was another video. Guys, I've been doing voiceovers for a while today. So that's going to be our stopper. So I do want to pop that up on some foam tape. This card couldn't be easier and more cool. Imagine all the fun you can have with the current releases and new releases coming out with the Kiss Cut tape. Okay, let's add some glue so I can move this around if I need to. And then I'll lay it down across here, and there we've got a fabulous stopper. And see, when you lay the card down flat, it still looks cool because all those pieces stick up. So that's why I meant you didn't really need to do a background on the top portion if you didn't want to. But there's our card, so leave us a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Tell us how you like this easel card and if you have used our tape. And thanks so much for coming. Take care. Bye-bye.